Okay, ladies, I'm making a real quick and what I call dirty video to kind of show those of you that are getting kits how the plant card goes together. I want to try and hopefully make it a little easier to understand. Here is what the card looks like. Let me do this. This is all folded. That's the front. And then it opens up. You have one panel, regular size, one thin panel that has the hanger. Then you have this planter, and then you have the last panel. And we decided to leave it blank, even though the picture might show a little piece of paper there. It kind of distracted, so if you want to write a sentiment, you can certainly do it on the back. So I'm going to send pictures of each panel. So hopefully between the pictures and this video, it'll help you understand. And I'm going to move around a bit. So like I said, this is not like my other videos. Over here, let me move the camera a bit, is our first panel. This is the front. These are the plants that go on the front. I'm going to scoot this forward. Well, maybe not. Okay, you have a brick wall that you will attach first. Then you will have a flower pot here, two of these, and these particular plants. And I think the picture will show them better, but this is just kind of so how you would lay them out. And I do recommend that you lay everything out just like this before you put the card together, because this is how your card is going to come folded, just like this. So if you lay them out, I think it'll help. Your next panel, which is your one inside, has this lattice and these two plants. And I just basically did this, and I popped them up right on here. So that's your second panel. Your first slim panel looks like this. You have these two plants. Let me move this out of the way. And a flower pot. So you'll put your little half brick wall on there first. And then my recommendation is to glue your little flowers on top of your pot. And I'm out of picture. Like I said, this is not a fancy video by any means. There we go, like that. And then take your little thin glue and put your pot over it. And then if I was you, this is what I did. I pulled the leaves through. If you can see how I've pulled them through, it just makes it look a little more realistic. Okay, so that's that panel. I'm going to move that out of the way. This panel here is going to have your planter. Here's your planter. It's already scored. Basically, you're going to take it and you're going to have a little thin tab you're going to glue on the inside. So you're going to end up with a little box like that. Then you have your two little inside tabs, which again are already scored. My recommendation is when you place them, and this is going to be super hard to show you, put a dab of glue on one side, put it towards the back, kind of like that. Then take your next tab, a little dab of glue, put it towards the front. The reason I say do one side before you glue the other is it gives you, a little room to wiggle. And I wouldn't use a quick dry glue. You want that little bit of wiggle room. So your tabs are going to give you your base to set up your plants. So let me see if I can do this. So assume these are inside your planter. You are going to, I'm going to try and move the camera, on the outside. So those are the inside. This is the outside. So on the front of your planter, you're going to have these two pieces. see if I can get them down some. And let me move these back over because I'm going to show you. And I'm going to move the camera. This is how I laid out for the planter. These go on the planter here, and then these right here are what go on the inside. So let me go back to here. Okay, so on your planter, this would go on the outside. Those two. Okay, on the side would go these two. Okay, on the other side would go this one. Kind of like that, put it inside the pot. Now this planter gets glued to this panel, kind of like lined up, like that. Okay, when you have your inserts in, you're going to start with this one in the back, and then this one. And then on your next insert here, this one right here, it's going to look like this. This and this. And I go front to back again so you have some dimension. Then on the next panel, let me see, I think I got ahead of myself here. Let me see, this one goes in front, the first panel. Well, I'll try and take a better picture of how I set them up on the inside. It's hard to do when you're trying to put it together and it not being assembled. So I'll try and I might try and do a little second video on that. So let me go to the last panel here. Over here. You'll put your brick wall, and these are the two plants that go on the last panel. This will go inside of here, and then this goes on top of the brick wall, like this. And then again, I'm going to show you the planter, the sides of it, so you have an idea. So I will come back and I will try and get a better video of how I set up inside the planter. Maybe I can actually glue this box, so someone will get a glued box and set it up and then show you how I did it. So that's it for this one.